Okay, so this one says each statement describes a transformation of the graph y equals x. Which statement correctly describes the graph y equals negative, well, y equals x minus 8. Sorry, I kind of botched that up. So the only thing that's different between y equals x and y equals x plus 8 is this, or not plus 8, minus 8, is that we're subtracting 8. So when I say minus 8, there's two things I need to think about. Is it inside the parentheses? If the answer is yes, then this is what we would call a horizontal translation. Now, if it is outside of the parentheses, in other words, it would be like x minus 8 inside parentheses. But if it is outside, then it is a vertical. Now, this is kind of hard to imagine, and we'll talk more about it, but clearly it's outside, so it's a vertical translation. Translation is just a fancy math word that means move or slide. So we could think of it as a slide. And so what does that mean? Well, if I look at the graph of, think of an XY plane. If I have a graph that looks like this, right, and I go up, if I were to graph y equals x, y equals x has a slope of 1, right? So the slope is equal to 1, and the y-intercept is equal to 0. So this goes through the origin, and it goes up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1. So it's the diagonal line, right? Up 1 over 1, or down 1 over 1 in the opposite direction, okay? So this is y equals x. Well, now when I say, when I look at y equals x minus 8, this is going to be a slope of 1, and this is going to be a y-intercept of negative 8. So I'm going to come way down here. I'm going to have to adjust this a little bit. I'm going to have to come 8 units down and draw the same line. So the slope is the same, but now my y-intercept is negative 8. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's where it crosses the y-axis, and it's still up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, and down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. So this is y equals x minus 8. So all that does is it takes this graph and shifts it down 8 units. That's it.